Hi, Robbie here. It's another Thursday morning, and this morning I'm thinking about loose ends, tying up loose ends in particular. Uh, on a personal note, I've been spending a lot of time recently just going through my daily or weekly projects I that I love to do, or projects that have outlived their usefulness or their interest. Uh, in particular, it's magazine subscriptions and newsletter subscriptions for me. You may be involved in the same sorts of things. Uh, you might find yourself trying to tie up loose ends as well. In particular, I'm always interested to read newsletters or magazines or newspapers that can provide fresh insights into things that I am overlooking or that I'm taking for granted or that I look at one way when there's other ways to look at it as well. So I regularly scan through newsletters or newspapers or magazines, headlines or stories about articles, and see what seems to be interesting and unusual for me. So I read a couple every morning, and darn if a few don't pique my interest, and I subscribe to a little free magazine or a little free newsletter. Well, chances are good that what I found interesting was only momentarily interesting, and after a few weeks or a few months go by, I'm no longer interested in what kind of ideas they come up with. They're either stale or they're so wrong-headed that I couldn't pay any attention to it anymore. I like to look at things that challenge my imagination, that challenge my intuition, challenge my interests. I like to look at them and see just how I'm going to respond. But after a little bit of time, many of these, if not most of these, become just loose ends, and I have to unsubscribe or cut it, cut the the link to these magazines or newsletters. Well, that's what I've been doing in the past couple of days. You might find yourself tempted to clear the deck a little bit yourself one of these days. So these tidying up these loose ends is what's on my mind today, and I'll let you know if anything comes up that's interesting after I'm done with this project. I'll talk with you again next Thursday.